It's one of the biggest nights in theatre, celebrating those who tread the boards on Broadway. The Tony Awards took place on Sunday in New York. Kevin Spacey was this year's host at a night that included sketches from Whoopi Goldberg and Billy Crystal. Dear Evan Hansen, a touching high school musical about adolescent outsiders, picked up 6 awards, including the coveted honour for Best New Musical.
At its core, our musical is about wanting to belong. It has been an honor to belong to a season filled with such fantastic work. Congratulations, one and all.
And joining me now to talk about this some more is our very own drama queen, Miranda Atty. Thanks for joining us. Miranda, tell me more about who were the big winners.
Yes, so as we saw, Dear Evan Hansen kind of swept the board. They won 6 awards. But you have to bear in mind, if you want to compare that to last year with Lin-Manuel Miranda's Hamilton, that won 11 awards, so you can't really compare it. But still, it was the big winner of the night. Following close behind that was Bette Midler's Vehicle. So that was also kind of, that won 4 awards.
And she gave a good speech.
She did, she did indeed.
Went on and on and on.
She did 4 minutes and counting. And also, the nice thing is that, obviously, musicals usually do best, but on the other side, you do have serious theatre as well. And the play that won Best Play was Oslo, and that was obviously about the Oslo Peace Accord, so that was quite a serious side of it as well. So you had comedy and seriousness. Kevin Spacey hosted. He, of course, plays the US president in House of Cards on Netflix. He did some impressions. It was, for a theatre event, it was great television. He did Bill Clinton, which was hilarious. And, of course, he did himself as president. But there was other politics as well, more serious politics running through. Yes, there were. You have to put this in the context of what happened last year, which was the Orlando, Florida shootings. So last year was obviously very, very political, and I think they've sort of tried to steer a bit further away from politics this year, but there were still quite a few mentions. Stephen Colbert did quite a funny little riff about Trump's administration being a kind of theatre play that was off Broadway, because, you know, which is quite amusing. And some of the other winners used their platform to talk about politics. And one of the ones was Cynthia Nixon, so we can hear what she had to say now.
There are people who eat the earth and eat all the people on it, and other people who just stand around and watch them do it. My love, my gratitude, and my undying respect go out to all the people in 2017 who are refusing to just stand and watch them do it.
Now, a TV event like this is prime fodder for social media. What was playing out while this was taking place?
Well, there was one thing that really, really stood out, and that was Bette Midler. So she won the Best Actress award, and she came on stage, she gave a great speech, and then the orchestra started playing. They wanted to play her off, and she just said no. She said, I'm still talking, and she carried on, and she gave actually a fantastic little speech, and I think we can hear that as well now.
Hello, Dolly never really went away. It has been here all along. It is in our DNA. It is in the national. Jerry Herman's songs will live forever. It's optimism, it's democracy, it's color, it's love of life.
She's just great, isn't she? Now, I mean, keeping her in mind, I mean, there's something about Broadway, isn't it, that, like, OK, it might not get the numbers that, or the international media that movies get, but it really does get some of the best actors.
Absolutely, because I think that you get a very different kind of calibre of actor that wants to be in the theatre. And you also see that in the plays that are being produced there. You've got a lot of very kind of socially conscious plays, but you've also got a lot of humour, which I think is sometimes missing. And we saw some really great performances from some of the plays and the musicals that were nominated. And it was just a really big range and very, like, there was loads and loads of diversity when it comes to that. And I think that also the other thing that was nice to see on going back to social media is that the main thing you saw everybody hashtagging was hashtag Tony Awards 2017. And what a lot of people were saying was the Tony Awards won the Tony Awards. They said that it was a really great show this year. People weren't necessarily in love with Kevin Spacey's delivery, but they said overall the quality of the show this year was pretty high.
It's just so ironic, isn't it, that, you know, you think the people that make television film will be better at television, but no, the Tony Awards has stole it again. Can I just, one more thing just to talk about is, you use the word diversity there. It really is, it seems to be like the stage is a place where age doesn't seem to matter, where the depth is always a little bit, I mean, musicals maybe could be arguably not as profound, I suppose, but older plays always have these great characters that bring in these actors that can only play these kind of roles.
Well, absolutely, and we saw that with Hello Dolly. I mean, Bette Midler's not a teenager, she's not in her 20s.
Yeah.
You know, she's seen some of the world, and that really comes across, and I think that you get a lot of the stronger performances because you've got actors that have been around the block, as it were.
Another great review, Miranda, thanks for that.